Spice fam, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. In today's video I will be showing you how I make Grenadian turnover. So you don't want to miss this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, put on your post notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Now let's get into this video. We will start off by making our dough, and here I have some yeast. I also have some brown sugar, and white sugar can be used as well. I do have here some extra flour in case while kneading I need to add in some more flour. I have here the actual flour that I will be using in the dough, some warm coconut milk, and ideally water is used, but I love coconut milk and I just thought, you know what, let me just add in to the dough as well. So yeah. And of course I do have my fats, which is some margarine and some shortening. And of course you want to make sure that everything is at room temperature with the exception of the liquid that you will be adding. So let's get into this video. So to a larger bowl, I'm just going to go in with the flour, followed by my yeast, some salt, and don't you worry, the link to the recipe will be in the description box below, the sugar, and our fats. And as always, I always say, ensure that all your fats, your ingredients are at room temperature. So next we are just going to mix it all together before we add in our liquids. So here I am just mixing in my ingredients together. And I just want to mention here that when adding in your yeast, you can simply do it the old-fashioned way, which is to allow it to sit in some warm water and then it raise. So let's go. So next I'm just going to go in with my coconut milk, and as I said, water can be used as well, or regular milk, and I'm just going to add it in little by little until the ingredients come together in a dough. So I will do this continually. Once it's formed, I will come back to show you. Okay, so this is what our dough looks like. So this is it here, and I'm making a small one today. This recipe can be doubled as well. So next, what we're going to do, we are going to cover it with a wet towel and set it aside in the warmest part of your kitchen so that it can rest really well. And then while it's resting, we are going to move on to making the filling. So let's go. For the coconut filling, you will be needing some grated coconut, some spices, which includes bay leaf, cinnamon stick, and also some cloves, as well as some grated nutmeg. Also, I have here some water, and I did add in my water to the cup that had a little bit of the coconut milk remaining, which is quite fine. Yeah. And also you will be needing some sugar, as well as some red food coloring, or any food coloring you're going to be using, which is green or yellow, as well as some almond extract or some vanilla extract, but that will come to the end of the coconut filling when it's finished. So let's start. To my pot, I'm just going to go in with the water, followed by my coconut, grated coconut, followed by my spices, and our sugar. I'm also adding in just a pinch of salt to help with balancing off the sweetness of the turnover filling. So I'm just going to mix this around a little bit. I have to add in a little bit more water, and as I said, the link to the recipe will be in the description box below. So you want to make sure that you really mix this well, and you want to also have your stove on medium heat so that it boils everything together. So be sure to check the mixture constantly just to avoid any sticking to your pot. So this is what our coconut mixture is looking like. It's nice and cooked. As you can see, it's cooked down, and this is exactly what you want. So I would say between 15 to 20 minutes or so, and you want to make sure that you look out depending on how much liquid you have in your coconut. So I'm just turning off my stove. Next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add in some red food coloring as well as some almond extract, or some vanilla extract can be used as well. So this is my almond extract. Oops, my timer just went off. 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm just going to go in with a few drops, about a teaspoon or so, and I am next going to go in with my red food coloring, a couple drops in here. And you want to make sure that there is as little water in your mixture as possible, simply because you don't want a very wet mixture when you add it to your dough. It will definitely spill. So this is what it's looking like so far. And of course you want to remove the spices in there, but I'm just going to leave it in here to cool completely, just to absorb all of the goodness. And then once it's cool, I will remove the spices that is in there, and then I will come back to show you what it looks like. Here's our coconut filling, and this is what it looks like. It is cooled. So next we are going to move on to the next step. Here's our dough all rested. So the next thing what we are going to do, we are going to place a little bit of flour onto the countertop, and we are going to go ahead and roll that out with our rolling pin. So I'll show you that as well. Before I move on to rolling out the dough, I am simply going to knead it just a little bit to make sure that the dough is nice and soft. And next I am going to roll it out into a rectangular shape and come back to show you. So this is what my dough is looking like after I, would have rolled it out. And next what I'm going to do before I apply my filling, I'm just going to go in with some melted butter and just brush it all over the dough. So here it is, and I'm just going to go in with that and just spread it around a little bit like so. So let's see how much. You don't want to put too much to make it bulky, but you want to put enough so that it has a good filling in there. So I'm just going to put that all over and come back when I'm ready to roll it out. So this is what it's looking like so far. And I did have some remaining that I will set aside for another day. Alright, so next what we want to do is to roll this up. So I'm going to start by, let me just apply, a little bit of flour to my hand just in case. So I'm just going to start from this end right here, and I'm just going to gently roll it up like that, just like so. Now as I said, this is a small one, so oops, I'm just bring it up a little bit like here. This is a small turnover I'm doing today, so you could double the recipe as I said before to your liking. So what I'm going to do, I have here some water, and you see this part right here that is exposed. I'm simply going to take my finger, my index finger, and simply just take some of that water and just paste it to the edge of that particular piece of dough, and that would basically help with the sealing of the dough. All right, so this is what you want to do. Next, you can also tuck in this edge. So I'm just going to use the same water method and simply tuck it in like this, so that way nothing escapes. So I'm just going to tuck mine in like that. So you see that? This is what you want. You want to make sure that it's nicely tucked in, and I'm also going to tuck in the other edge. All right. Good. So this is what, oops, let me just set that aside. So this is what my turnover is looking like. Let me just make sure that this is sealed in nicely. Just roll it just like that to make sure. There you go. So next we are going to place this onto a baking sheet, which I have right here. I'm going to place it in here, and next we are going to do a wash. Now you can do an egg wash. Just put it like this. I'm going to do it like that. So this is what it looks like. Oops. So I'm just going to take the remainder of my butter and simply just brush it over the dough. That will help with the golden brown color that you want it to have, the nice color you want it to have. And as I was saying, you could do an egg wash as well. All right, so yeah, so I'm just going to do that. And next we are going to place it into a preheated oven at 350 degrees for about, I would say, 30 minutes. Now again, as I always say in my videos, you want to make sure that you check that, simply because ovens are different in terms of the make, and so the cooking time would be slightly different. So I'm going to place that into my oven for about 30 minutes, and then I will come back to show you when it's finished. So here is the turnover, and after it has cooked, I did remove it from the oven, and this is what I was referring to, sealing your ends properly, because I thought I did and apparently I didn't. So some of the juices from the coconut did ooze out to the sides, but that's okay. I am going to allow it to cool completely, and here is the finished product. I did cut them up so you can see what the inside looks like. Any color of choice can be used in your coconut. If you wanted a different color, that's quite fine. And I really do hope that you did enjoy today's video. This is how we generally make turnover in Grenada. So this is Grenadian turnover. If you do it differently to us, or to me I should say, please comment in the comment section below and let me know. Looking forward to your comments. Don't forget to like and share, as well as subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye bye.